time, or possibly for Omega to equalize it and take this to game number 3. Playoff spot is on the line, and it's going to be up to Ryzen and company to finish this one as early as possible.
Man, remember what we said when we were talking about the keys to victory here and how they both have like their own time?
Yeah.
That's these lineups.
Yeah.
Like, this could be, like you mentioned, ended what'd you say, 12 minutes?
Yeah.
Sub 12 minutes.
For ONIC Philippines here, just because of how strong their early to mid game is. And again, Smart Omega being known for that late game. We'll see if that happens, but look at all those quantum charges once again from ONIC Philippines.
Yeah, that's just them saying we want to end this quick.
Oh, wow, good block there. Not going to let him get Super Prince, so stops Mats in his tracks.
Yeah, and also, nice to mention that you have Super Prince there, but though...
Chakdu, though, actually going in. Super Prince going to be the first blood. Ryzen to answer back. Now Chakdu could be the one in trouble. They're going to go for it. Couple hits away. Double for Ryzen.
This is what you were telling us about. Snowball factor. Martis getting 2 kills.
Not the start that you want to give to the lineup of ONIC if you're Omega. A little bit sloppy then in the execution.
They're going to be going here too. Matt could be in trouble. Guardian's Barrier going to come through. It's just too much. Ryzen off to the best start you can on this Martis.
Folks, it's ONIC time. Ryzen has ticked the condition and ONIC have ticked their early game condition. Omega will now be chasing ONIC unless they can get a surprise objective steal, if not in one of the first 3 turtles of the game, or maybe a surprise 3K after an engagement by Omega. But right now that sounds easier to say than to do.
Yeah, I mean, Martis is just menacing right now. It's Chaknu and Matt do it.
Here comes Matt, trying to roll around, doing what he does. His signature can't pull it off this time. Ryzen going to secure the turtle. Now going to be pushing it on, but they want to fight back. Ryota going to jump in with the Bravest Spider. Ryzen falls. Big pickup there for Smart Omega. Do they want more? They go ahead, back off for a little bit longer. They're not going to find anything.
Okay, so that should level the control a little bit, and this is a great call by Omega to now pressure the purple buff of ONIC. So ONIC time was slowed down just a little bit. Let's see if Omega can actually secure this purple buff.
Okay, this is a little risky though too. They're going to back off. Matt going to get whittled down a little bit, but will roll on out of there.
You just got the shield unity in time before the decimation arrives, and it's also going to be Ryzen taking that one for himself. 3-0-0 goes to 3-1 now, so it's going to be a shutdown gold, but specifically in which...
Oh no, Chakdu going to be in trouble. Ryzen goes in again with the decimate, but he's going to get answered back from Ryota, and they also get another. Cram going to fall too. Wild Charge comes through in the mid lane at with the black shoes, able to get out of there with his life.
Yo, there are so many exchanges happening, but I think it's still a little tight. And in this kinds of trades, does it lean towards the side of Omega because you want to delay this up until the later portions of the game?
Yeah, the trading victories coming from Omega are coming from that man, Ryota, Atoy Army, as we'd like to call him. Great rotations, fast reactions, and that's one of the things that you do if you're up against a snowball lineup. If your XP laner can control the tempo of the trading, you can control the tempo of the game and minimize the snowball, slow it down just a little bit. And Omega, especially Ryota, have reacted very well to what was a great and fantastic start by Ryzen's Martis.
Cole's prediction though, coming in from Ryota on that one. He just missed the bobbing and weaving coming in from Cram, who just used his flicker as well. The turtle is going to be available in less than a second. And as you can expect, Matt is there, but Escalera and Super Friends, together with that black shoes, goes for it.
Chaknu going to jump in again with a flicker, keeping Cram at bay. The rest of the team going to work on the turtle. Matt setting up, rolling around. They're going to fight for this one once again. Wild Charge going to be committed. Ryzen securing the turtle. Now on the run once again. They have to retreat. Omega into the jungle they go. Escalera going to get tossed over the head, but will be fine. The fight for the purple buff though, still going to be putting the pressure here in that jungle. They can't get it. They back off.
Okay. So I'm actually not sure why Matt doesn't have his retribution on cooldown. I believe, let's just say the call might have been, I can't reach this Lord, I'm not gonna retro here, let's steal his purple buff and push forward instead. But Ryzen did a great job of actually getting the purple buff out of range from Matt, and a great wall by Escalera to block him.
Yeah, but instead they're gonna go for this one.
Net's gonna possibly be in trouble here. Bobs and weaves out of there. Doesn't get out with his life though. Matt hits him, gets the kill.
Great awareness coming in from the side of Smart Omega to just, retaliate and fight back the other parts of the lane. Now, Kelra still doesn't have a kill, but they put the pressure on Nets on landing his first death. But ONIC Philippines, they want to go for the objectives as Ryota release the bravest fighter.
Trying to hold on to this top lane. Etu Max gonna be in trouble. Black shoes there. Now they're here to catch him. Super Fritz joining the fight. Etu Max falls. Great rotation there from ONIC and Omega on the bottom side as well, pushing it.
Yeah, cross-map trade by both teams. ONIC saw that Omega were just pushing downward to get to expedite the process and the farm of their Claude, who is currently at 3.8 and counting, closer to 4K. Nets isn't that far off with 4.3K.
But there's actually two
they're
turtles that they need to worry about.
Oh, Jack. Hello, 4 members.
Yeah.
Wait.
Oh, Nets got caught.
Yeah, he's gonna be in trouble here. Matt on that side. Quite tanky though. So he was after Nets, but Nets and the rest of the team will back off.
Wow, scrappy. So many things going on in this game all around the map. They're not just playing around one specific thing.
Yeah.
Multiple conditions, multiple angles that they're both trying to play off of. Ryota goes in.
This is probably going to be the first full team fight if Nets can make it as well. Rising going to be pushed off here by Ryota on the hunt. Follows
Look
him
at
through the
him.
wall. Pushes him back, and that's Matt grabbing their first turtle of the game here for Smart Omega.
Now that's how you call space creating. Ryota paving the way for Matt to finally secure his jungle. It's probably something that they can do over and over again to secure more objectives in the future.
Well, Ryota didn't just create space, he built a house.
He built a house.
He built a house on Ryzen. That's Atoy Army being a one-man army.
One-man army. And it's just what they need at this point. From a 1.5K now, cutting it half for the side of ONIC Philippines. Nats has been feeling the pressure. It's also the same thing for Cram and even Ryzen. Although he has that 5 kills, it's the finishing blow. It's not as impactful as, you start the team fight, you deal the decimation. It's not like that. They just finish it off.
Good call by Master, back off there and actually not continue that. Actually, in that last objective fight, we also saw the effect of Matt being able to find out Nets and send him back. ONIC was lacking the damage department there. So right now we're seeing 2 different ideas. Ryzen right now has been schooling Matt in the Retribution game, but Ryota has been schooling Cram in the map presence game, and the effect that he's brought to the table with his Lapu over Cram's Paquito.
Now scaling.
Not only that, but now I'm also wondering, Kelra, he's almost to the point where he needs to be on this Claude. He does have the 2 items, I believe it's the DHS and the Golden Staff.
Yes.
That he's going to be working with. So for the most part, he's been able to farm up. We'll see how that all plays out, especially when the Lord fights come up in about 30 seconds here.
Yeah, there's just, so much pressure, especially now, but you also have to give it to the side of Smart Omega. They're keeping it close, 8 minutes in.
Oh, wow. Decisive move from ONIC Philippines there. Super Fritz grabbing the kill. And that's what we see from them quite a bit now. If they can find an advantage, they'll go for it. But Etu Max will be back up by that next Lord fight.
Escalera has been doing wonders right now for ONIC. Those surprise initiations, those sudden bursts of control and damage, and he's playing it really well alongside Super Fritz. This tandem has done a great job. So ONIC's approach here all throughout the series so far has been shut down the mid, and specifically shut down Itomax.
Good thing though, Etomax is now alive, having his Ice Queen 1. That's going to help in the near future in terms of this Lord fight. Even though Matt was there first, they're going to be resetting it. Try to look for more ways to approach this fight because again, Kelra's not available. But Ryota has been compromised. The Lord is now being started by the 2 junglers in the mid lane.
Okay, Omega are looking like they're trying to want to full commit this, but this might not be good for them actually.
Okay, Super Fritz already using his own copy of the Black Shoes. Lord going to be worked on. Ryota doing it again, focusing on Nets, forcing him out of the fight here. It's going to come down to it. Etu Max quite low. Will get the Lord, and Kelra too in trouble. They're going to be pushing it on. And that was the damage I was talking about. Kelra providing it, but Ryota again pushing out nets from that fight was clutch.
The one-man army.
Man.
Ultimate on, flicker forward, send nets back, and that ruined the team fighting of ONIC because they didn't have.
Yeah.
But when they need to be, they can be very fundamental and principled, and that was such a principled approach. Send your XP laner to send the gold laner back, and trust that your jungler will win the retribution battle. And yes, Ryzen has been schooling Matt, as we saw there, but Matt just got one of the most important objectives in the early game, in the mid game, which was the first Lord.
Yup, and now they're gonna go for it with Bravest Fighter to actually get away. Matt or Ryzen has been schooling Matt, but Matt just graduated. Newsflash. He now knows how to actually take a little bit more, try to approach the situation as Omega goes for the base.
Right now they should be able to make quick work of this Lord, as they do. Oh, Blazing Duet as well from Kelra.
Yep.
So they have that information. Escalera was also going to go in. He had the conceal, but they find out. They just go ahead and disengage for now. Omega able to get a little bit of space to work around with that Lord, but ultimately not much.
Yep. And that was ultimate to escape. Because when you see a Claude Blazing Duet, of course, it reduces the chances of he'll be taken down.
Yeah.
Because he does get some lifesteal coming in from those DHS procs and deals a little bit of damage, potentially might counter if you're not careful. So that's why Kelra used the Blazing Duet there.
Not only that, but there's also, like, you also have to worry about Matt at this point because there's so many things, including the Tortoise Boy Sounds, that just, you know, slows you down. And the one-man army. Ryota is unscathed at this point. He's using the Bravest Fighter for a reason. 3-0-0, unleashing hell on nets, and even who the other is going to be on the backside. Valentino 1, 2, and 2 at the same time. They don't have defensive items because they don't need it because the damage is going to be important. Conceal.
Conceal play going to come through. Escalera using the wild charge.
Wow.
Knocks a couple members up, so completely stopping what could have been a disaster for them. Escalera has been on point, as you said earlier, Renmar. He's doing a great job once again on this Grok pick, and maybe that is why it came up first pick.
Yeah, he made it look easy. It's so comfortable for him. Simple conceal, then use the wild charge to get the members of Omega out of their conceal. Because they were setting up for something that looked dangerous for ONIC. And the funny thing is, after that, Ryzen still walked away with his purple buff. So yes, Escalera is doing great on that first pick Grok. I'm never going to question it again.
Yep. Escalera, Grok's like a match made in heaven, just like Matt and the Baksha as well. It's just going to depend on who is going to have a better retribution take on this one because Omega's leading 1.6k. It's the Barangay holding the River Bush. Matt and Rising dancing with this one. I know you're familiar with this one, Naisu. It's been the same deja vu thing. I don't know if it's going to reach 6 minutes, but hey, we're here.
I think this one, given the way these two teams have been playing, they won't let it get to that point.
Oh,
right?
yeah, for sure.
You can see, too, Kelra still putting the pressure on the top side. Also, as soon as he gets the call, we'll probably see him rotate, of course. But right now, it's just both junglers holding it together for now for positioning.
Yeah, whoever is going to be split pushing right now, we see it's Kelra, a little bit of Itomax wave flow. They have to be careful if they see the Paquito, because Cram has 2 damage items on him. That's a Hunter Strike and a Bloodlust Axe. So that Paquito will hurt.
They're going to go for it. Already going to press the situation.
Whoa! Wow!
Gets the Lord. Who's going to win the fight? They're going to go for it. Cram looking for that back angle. Kelra there to keep him at bay, but wow. What a play from Ryzen. Can he get away with his life too? He does. A sliver of health, and now the chase goes through. Super Prince goes in, gets the kill. Able to clean up 2 down for Smart Omega. What a Lord take from Ryzen.
Oh, they tried to save him. They tried to save the Lord, but the problem was it was 2 that's caught in the crossfire. It's Ryota and Atomax.
Mattzilla is still getting schooled.
Oh, man.
He graduated with a first Lord, but they said something was up with your credits. We gotta revoke your diploma. You're coming back here. And Ryzen says, sit down, boy. Let me teach you how to retry.
Or you know what? Go get your master's degree.
Go get your master's degree at that.
Your schooling is not yet done.
Because Ryzen has it.
Oh, man. Professor Ryzen back at it again. Being the tutor. showing us a retribution clinic in the middle of all of that chaos.
Yeah, there's a reason why we call him a Class S monster.
We'll see if they can deal with it here. Smart Omega holding on, dealing with the Lord, trying to keep these turrets up. We've seen the schooling happen. Oh! Escalera jumps in with a wild charge. Gets everything out here. Nets, though, quite low. Has to back off. And now it's Omega on the chase. Is it the right choice, though? Because Cram goes in. Punishes at2 Max. Gets the kill. Super Prince jumps in himself. Using the black shoes, he's going to back off. They've got no more push. But ONIC Philippines, they have the fight in them.
Wow, again, Escalera, 0 deaths, 7 assists on this Grok, almost set up a massive one there, and another conceal. Let's see if they might set up another thing here. Escalera takes a lot of damage.
Oh my goodness, the damage is absolutely immense, especially coming in from Kellera at this point, but he can't dish out the damage because Nets is also there in the backside, and now they've lost a little bit more in terms of mobility and also the objectives with the jungle. It's being taken by one by one by the side of ONIC.
Yeah, these are 2 gold laners who are fully built. Claude just built up the Malefic Roar. Irithel earlier did not have it, but now has the Wind of Nature. So both marksmen have the Wind of Nature and are full damage built at this point. Question is, can Omega find that team fight that will catch ONIC off guard? Because they're countering well. This is a team, again, that are fighting for that playoff slot. They need to win this series, and they've been very methodical. We're seeing shades of that ONIC that went on that 5-series win streak before it was snapped by Echo.
They're going to have to find their way on this one. Again, it's playoff life that's on the line, and a Rose Gold meter has been brought up here by Nets. More defensive items, but could also deal damage.
Yeah, it's gonna be so much harder to take down this Irithel now also. Again, ONIC have pinched Omega in their draft in the mid, in the center of the map. That Lilia has not been going out so well for Omega. And the Edith, although it was their choice, it's difficult right now for the Chak Mamba.
A little flexibility is what they need at this point, but the thing is, ONIC's not making them breathe.
Black
it's
shoes.
already a black shoes that's been committed.
Massive.
And the Lord doesn't even hit at least 75%.
Kellera sold his boots. He has a Windtalker on him.
Conceal play going to go through. Chaknu going to keep it from anything going further. So they stop that. Still, both junglers facing off in the Lord pit. But look at the top side. Looks like they were hunting for Cram. Chaknu went in. He did use that flicker, but it's ultimately not going to result in anything. Escalera as well, there to help out.
Oh, there you go. The classic Escalera TP once again.
Yeah.
We've seen this before. But they're on the lead as we speak. ONIC with a 3.2k gold lead. Nets taking a purple objective as Ryota and Ryzen are on the Lord pit, dancing it all out. 18 minutes in. And this is where probably the late game will come in. 51 to 48k. ONIC builds at least something that they want to do, but it's Ryzen still holding it. It's a probable reset as well.
Slight reprieve there for Omega. They got to reset the position of ONIC just a little bit because they sent Kellera and Chaknu up top to push a minion wave.
Oh, Escalera gonna jump in. They find at2 Max. We've seen it before. What? He did it again. So at2 Max out of the picture for 40 seconds here.
Wow.
Does ONIC Philippines press this situation?
Yo, Escalera with a 2000 IQ play on that one. He was brave enough using the wild charge to go in.
I think they still want to fight here. Chaknu could be the one in trouble. 4 members going for him. Nets gonna jump in too. Ryota trying to chase down Nets. Can't catch him though. Ryota falls and now it's Matt.
That's 4.
They find 4. Kellera going for it in the top side, trying to push in, but it's running it down mid for ONIC Philippines. They don't need the Lord.
Black shoes.
Do they have enough time? At2 Max up in a couple seconds
they're not
here.
letting him go
They're
home.
not going to let
Go
Kellera
home.
go home.
That's it.
ONIC Philippines will do it. They'll sweep the series.